Hi guys, hello and welcome to another episode of Carp Insight. My name is Terry Alexander and today we're going to be looking at basic pop-up rigs. I'm going to be tying it with the Fox Camotech semi-stiff. What we're going to start off by doing is we're going to pull a bit off the spool. We're going to take the stripper tool, this particular one is the quarter one. We're going to pass it through the hole in the back. You're going to look at about stripping off about 200 mil. Pull it down into the little slot and just pull it back until you reveal the inner core, taking off the outer layer. We're going to tie ourselves a basic overhand loop to do this. Bring it back round and fold it back on itself. Wrap it round in a loop and you're going to pass the end back through the loop that you've just tied. Moisten the knot and then bed the knot back down. Try and keep this knot smaller than the desired hook bait, that way that'll find that the knot will be hidden by the boilie. Trim off your tag end. And then you should be left with something looks a little bit like that. Take yourself about 12 to 14 inches of hook material. Snip that off. For this I tend to favour a curve shank style hook. These particular ones are the Fox curve shank. Super strong, super sharp. We're going to place this through the back of the eye. Bringing it down to about 20 mil past the bend of the hook. What we're after doing is when the bait is in position on the hair, we want the bait to just pass the bend of the hook. We're going to hold that on the back of the shank of the hook and we're going to wrap away from the join in the eye. We're going to go around like so until we get roughly parallel with the point of the hook. Normally 6 or 7 times is somewhere about the average. We're going to then take the tag end, pass that back through the back of the eye again, pulling it all down. Keep hold of the bottom of the barrel of the knot just so you don't lose it as it all beds up nice and tight. Moisten that up again. Take your puller tool. I tend to favour these little stainless ones, they're nice and strong. Pull all that down, just making sure that the hair is still exiting on the back of the shank hook. Just tease that round a little bit. You're after that coming straight round the back. You don't have to do this, but I tend to favour putting one of the little quarter kickers on. Just brings the hook round a little bit more aggressive and helps with hooking. Don't you see? This is the fatter end of the kicker. You want to be placing that on first. Pull the hook length through. And then squeeze that, these are a little bit tricky. Squeeze that over the eye of the hook until it beds down just so it hits the little kick dangle part of the kicker. So by now you should end up something looking like this. Up the other end, we're going to tie another overhand loop So let's fold it back on itself, wrap it around your finger like so, flick it off, and then pass it back through the loop that you just created. Don't forget to moisten your knots because this saves on any friction when you bed the knots down. Take your puller tool on the loop end and then your puller tool on the hook end and just pull everything down. Give it a nice firm pull. Obviously you're not trying to open up that hook, so don't pull too hard, and you'll just find that the knot will just bed itself down so it sits nice and neat. Take your tag end, trim that off, and now we should be left with something like this. Now to weight that down, I tend to use just a little shot, normally a BB shot I tend to use. You can use putty, but for the purpose of this video I tend to find that a shot is more than adequate. Don't use this on something like IQ or any sort of fluorocarbon, anything like that, because you'll find that will just pinch it. You can get away with it on the braid because it won't damage the line so much. But take that, bite that down. You want it about 20 mil down from the eye of the hook. So once sitting in position, you should sit up nice and proud. Right guys, that's a basic pop-up rig for you. I hope you like the videos that you see. If you do, please hit the subscribe button. You can hit the bell so you get the notifications. If there's any Pacific rigs that you would like to learn how to tie, ones that you're struggling with, or maybe you just like to see how I put my spin on it, drop me a message in the box below and then I'll be sure to get back to you guys and we'll have a look at doing it and help you out. Thanks for watching. Cheers.